While flooding continues to impact travel and business, it's also turned into an attraction where people are getting a view of the historic event.
Plus, a new bill passed raising the age to buy tobacco products in Illinois, how old you need to be, and when it will go into effect.
Live from the Local 4 News Studios, this is Fox 18 News at 8 in high definition.
Good Monday morning to you. I'm Alexandria Ikomoni.
And I'm Redrick Terry. Thanks for joining us for Fox 18 News at 8.
The Mississippi River continues to rise, reaching near record heights. It's this morning's top story.
It now stands at 20.6 feet, and it is expected to sit at that mark for the next few days. The floods have caused road and business closures, and Fox 18's Yukari Nakayama shows us how it's impacting people in Moline.
I was surprised, yeah.
This mother-daughter duo had to rearrange their Sunday lunch plans because they had a feeling they weren't going to get served today.
My mom and I were going to get lunch at Milltown, and we can't.
Where I'm standing at right now is on the submerged parking lot of Milltown Coffee. Today they're closed due to water rising, and actually a lot of parking lots are looking like this one on River Drive.
It affects people more this way when there's more to do along the river.
These are heights of waters we have not seen in 5 years. The water has creeped up so much so here at Milltown Coffee in Moline that outdoor tables are barely keeping afloat.
I thought, well, maybe, because I saw they had some sandbags around that side, and I thought, well, maybe it's sandbagged off and still have it open, but, there's too big of a area around here to try to sandbag the whole thing.
For those eager to take a stroll down the boardwalk, the flood won't wash away for another couple of weeks.
It is kind of unfortunate that it's going to be a little bit longer.
In Moline, Yukari Nakayama, Fox 18 News.
And meanwhile, across the river in Davenport, floodwaters there continue to creep closer to downtown.
But the rising waters have led to a bit of a tourist attraction. Fox 18's James Sears has more on what is bringing people out.
It's pretty insane. We came to take pictures today.
The Hesco flood barrier has turned into a tourist spot in front of the Front Street Brewery. We saw Quad Cityans posing and snapping pics while grabbing a bite to eat.
Seeing the river at this high, knowing that we're this far offshore, is pretty incredible to see, especially so up close.
Major flooding on the Mississippi has brought the river's edge in about 200 feet here to River Drive in Davenport. These Hesco barriers that I'm sitting on are the only thing keeping the downtown businesses dry.
And thank goodness for the wall, because a lot of these businesses would be impacted by this, so it's great that there is a wall option.
That wall allows curious locals to get up close and personal at the new riverfront.
It gives opportunities like this to see what the impact of the Mississippi can have on floods and the community, but 16 years ago, this was a much different story.
Nearby LeClaire Park is completely submerged. Streets have closed for blocks inland, and detours are the way of life for the time being. Linnea and Steve tell us they just take it all in.
It's an impressive sight. It gives the mighty Mississippi a whole new meaning, right?
Now, there are some amazing pictures of the flooding in and around the Quad Cities. If you have any pictures you'd like to share with us, send them through our Quad Cities app. We've also set up a photo gallery on our website, and that's our quadcities.com.
Moving away from flood now, tense moments after a police standoff in East Moline over the weekend. We were first on the scene. Our camera spotted officers armed with rifles at a home on Friendship Farm Road on Saturday evening. A neighbor told us they saw a man who may have been injured.
Now, here's some good news in the search for a California woman kidnapped on a vacation of a lifetime.
She was abducted at gunpoint on her safari adventure. She's now been found alive. Aisha Hasdi has the details.
American tourist Kim Endicott and her Ugandan safari driver who were kidnapped by gunmen have been rescued. The good news confirmed by the Uganda police force in a tweet Sunday, saying police and its sister security agencies have today rescued Miss Kimberly Sue, an American tourist, together with her guide, who were kidnapped while on an evening game drive at Queen Elizabeth National Park. The duo are in good health and in the safe hands of the Joint Security Team. And these are the first photos of Endicott taken just after her release. While officials are being tight-lipped about the details of the operation, the pair was rescued by security forces in Democratic Republic of the Congo, which borders the safari park. The successful operation prompting a response from President Trump, who tweeted Sunday saying in part, "God bless them and their families." 56-year-old Endicott and her guide, Jean-Paul Merengue Ramezzo, were abducted by 4 men at gunpoint during their safari drive in Queen Elizabeth National Park on April 2nd. The gunman using her phone to demand a $500,000 ransom. But today, it's unconfirmed whether or not that ransom was actually paid. Uganda's Wildlife Authority now saying this was an isolated incident and the park is open and safe for tourists. However, officials say the kidnappers escaped and the investigation into their whereabouts is ongoing. In New York, Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
On a lighter note now, a nail-biter. In the championship game of the women's NCAA basketball tournament, Notre Dame failed to Baylor 82-81. That win came despite the loss of Baylor star forward Lauren Cox in the third quarter. This is the school's first championship in 7 years.
Illinois will soon become the first state in the Midwest to raise the smoking age to 21.
And Governor Pritzker signed the Tobacco 21 bill into law, calling it a milestone day. It makes Illinois the 11th state to raise the legal age for buying tobacco and vaping products. That includes cigarettes, chewing tobacco, e-cigarettes, and vapes. It'll go into effect July 1st. Iowa is among 20 other states considering similar legislation.
Now here's a fun spin on an Easter tradition. The Rock Island Fitness and Activity Center held an underwater egg hunt over the weekend. Thousands of colorful eggs filled the pool as children with their parents grabbed as many as they could. There was even a deep end dive for expert swimmers, and kids we spoke with say they had a great time.
I really like to swim, and my mom signs me and my cousin up, and I just love this because I get to do it with my cousin, and it's just a big opportunity to do this, and it's just so fun.
How adorable. The kids also got a goodie bag and pictures with the Easter Bunny.
Hopefully he stayed out of the pool, too.
Oh, for sure.
Progress is being made at the Rock Island High School greenhouse. It's an update to a story we brought you last month. Students planted their first seeds in the rooftop greenhouse 2 weeks ago as part of the school's garden program. The first harvest last year grew more than 300 pounds of food in the form of tomatoes, squash, peppers, and cucumbers. Science teacher Andy Campbell sent Fox 18 News these pictures. You can see the plants are sprouting. The students will move them to the garden outside when the plants are big enough. Really cool project there.
Absolutely, and I love how it's really interactive, so kids aren't just learning about it, they're really getting hands-on with the whole process. That gets them really interested about science and nature and so forth.
That really makes a huge difference, being able to get hands-on as opposed to just hearing about it or reading about it in a textbook.
For sure, and I know, Ash, you are a science expert here, and you have some great news for us today as well.
We're getting some food for those plants out there today. It's going to be sunny, and you probably can't see my thumb. It blends into this clicker because it's black, because I would kill the plants. I don't have a green thumb. It's a black thumb. They all die. So good for them. They're learning, for sure. Here today, lots of sunshine, and as we go through it, we're going to be looking at really temperatures back into the mid-70s. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous for us. 47 outside right now, 44 in Davenport. Winds out of the west at 3 miles per hour. Those are going to be gusting up quite a bit. Wind's going to come up out of the south and west for us, but it carries that warm air with it. You combine that with the sunshine. That's what is going to make today even warmer than yesterday. You can see the clouds really thinning out now. So pretty much nothing but sun to put us back into the mid-70s here this afternoon. Temperatures will be very pleasant today. It cools down later this week, so enjoy it while you can. Maybe get in a little yard work.
Did he just say his thumb was black?
I know.
He might need to go to the doctor.
Gangrene.
I don't have that thumb either. My mom is the one who does all the gardening and whatnot. I'm just like, I don't want any part of it.
No.
It's not my thing.
No. Plants die around our house too, unfortunately. So good job, kids.
Yes.
Keep up the good work, that's for sure.
You are my hero.
Exactly. All right, coming up, another resignation in Washington.
What we know so far about Homeland Security, here's Jen Nelson. The time now is 8:09. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8.
Fox 18 News is live at 8 with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8 in high definition.